Art Day. I welcome our President, Dr. Jeevan Shetty, Honorary Secretary, Dr. Rajesh Gaikwad, and CDE Convener, Dr. Atin Das. I extend my warm welcome to our esteemed guest, Dr. Vaishali Das, Dr. Kalyani Trivedi, Dr. Samira Sheikh, and Dr. Akash Akinwar. Now I request our Honorary Secretary, Dr. Rajesh Gaikwad, to welcome our President, Dr. Jeevan Shetty. Over to you, Dr. Rajesh.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome all the delegates who have joined here. And today, auspicious occasion, 131st birth anniversary of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and World Art Day today. That's why we have kept this lecture today, because every dentist has to have that artist in him. So our president, I just call the president, Dr. Jeevan Shetty, and so over to you, President, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh. Welcome, everyone. And as Dr. Rajesh mentioned, it's World Art Day today, and every dentist, as we all know, is an artist. So it's a great thing that we are celebrating this today through this program. And I welcome everybody who's on the panel and everybody who's listening up and seeing this. I also want to tell you to please subscribe to our channel and please keep checking our even the Facebook page that IDA Mumbai Branch has, as we have a lot of programs that are coming up. In fact, next week also we have anterior implant aesthetics by Dr. Akshay Kumar Swamy that's coming up. So we're looking forward to having a lot of programs and having you people with us. And I wish the very best for this program. And please join in and spread the word to everyone. Thank you. Over to you, Afsha ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh Gaikwad, and our President, Dr. Jeevan Shetty. Thank you very much. On this occasion of World Art Day, we have selected a topic, Dentistry, a pure art. We all know that dentistry is not only a science, but also an art. Our curriculum teaches us systematic carving, meticulously creating beautiful products, and so we have a number of artists in our field of dentistry. Along her art journey, which she started in her childhood, Dr. Vaishali Das realized that there are so many dentists who created fabulous artwork. And with that, orthodontics was conceived as to build a talented community. Orthodontics was first ever art platform for the dentist and by the dentist. It's very good to know that. Now, owing to the pandemic, Dr. Vaishali Das took the show online globally, and very glad to know that there are participants from all over the world. Friends, I would like to inform you that orthodontics is committed to uplift the Source Crunch Society through forwarding the proceedings of the sales of artwork for a social cause. With this brief introduction, I would like to call upon Dr. Vaishali Das to start the program. Dr. Vaishali Das has completed MDS in oral and maxillofacial surgery from Mumbai. She has been a faculty at D.Y. Patil Institute, Nair Hospital Dental College, and KEM Hospital. She is in exclusive maxillofacial practice since last 20 years. She is attached to SRV and Suvidha Hospital at Goregaon, Mumbai. She is a consulting maxillofacial surgeon at several dental clinics in Mumbai. Being an artist and philanthropist at heart, she ably carries the responsibility of being the secretary of Rotary Club of Mumbai Kalakar. Very happy to know. Now, from the real life story of Dr. Vaishali Das, I would like to express my feelings. सितारे घटा में छुपकर फना नहीं होते, सितारे घटा में छुपकर फना नहीं होते, वो तो डूबकर ही करते हैं एक नई सुबह की शुरुआत. ना उम्मीदों की आगोश से, ना उम्मीदों की आगोश से जन्म लेती है एक ऐसी जिंदगी जो दर्द के धारों पे बहते बहते बहारों की रंगीनियों में पन्हा ले लेती है. योर आर्ट वर्क. दोस्तों, जलकर कोई चिराग बुझ गया तो क्या, जलकर कोई चिराग बुझ गया तो क्या, लाखों दिए जलाएंगे सोजे यकीन से हम. And now I welcome founder and curator of orthodontics, Dr. Vaishali Das.
Thank you so much, dear Dr. Afshan, for your kind words, and that's really sweet of you. And see, on the day of, the World Art Day, you yourself has also become a kalakar.
Thank
That's
you.
really nice of you. Thank you so much. And let me try sharing the screen, and then we can go ahead. Can we see the PPT?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not. Can you now?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would like to extend my wishes to all the dentists globally, all of you who are one of the finest and one of the most fantastic community of artists. Because I feel it takes a real artist to vision a smile makeover or a smile design and bring it to reality using math, science, like physics, chemistry, everything, skill and medicine. And with that, I would also like to take, at the very onset, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, IDA Mumbai Branch, for giving me this lovely opportunity, for sharing my views regarding a very different and a unique perspective in our fraternity. Really nice of you to think about out of the box topic. Now, what in earth or what in world without art? Just hollow, nothing at all over there. It is like, you know how imagining ourselves without eyebrows. It's like salt without food. Without art, there is nothing in the entire world. And why are we actually commemorating this day? Because actually we are celebrating it a day prior. It is tomorrow to commemorate the birthday of one of the legendary artists, Leonardo da Vinci, who has painted Mona Lisa. He was an Italian Renaissance who was chosen as symbol of world peace, freedom of expression, and he was the person who actually evolved art and recognized art in almost all other fields. Similarly, it has percolated to dentistry as well. Now, you know what is actually art? Art forces you to use your imagination. And how? How does it do that? It develops some neural pathways. You know, there are basically art allows people to enhance the problem solving capacity and makes complex concepts easier by providing visual format instead of using words and numbers, because it accesses many different areas in the brain, especially in the left hemisphere, which solicits creativity. You know, remember in college they used to tell us that if you can't finish your paper in writing your answers, don't worry. Just draw a diagram and label it properly. As far as that, what is that? That is a non-verbal communication of your thing. So art basically it enhances creativity, confidence, your problem solving. Again, owing to this is all habitual basically, because your critical thinking develops in that. And perseverance, when we talk about perseverance, we'll come to it later also. basically what happens, everything is conceived, art and dentistry, everything is conceived inside your brain first. Like when you are thinking of a blank canvas, you are already envisioning product. Say, I want to draw Buddha. Okay. I already know what I want to draw, and then you work towards it. Similarly, whether you are doing a surgery or you are doing anything, you are doing a composite closing diastema with a direct composite laminates or whatever. You already know what you want, and that is how we are doing. That increases your focus, your attention into that part, and it is vice versa. Dentistry and art is all vice versa. One helps the other basically. So what happens is when we talk about this interrelationship, what happens is we strengthen our focus, it increases attention, develops a better hand-eye coordination because we are working at the same length. Okay, we are working at the same length. Whatever distance we are working for dentistry and art. So your hand-eye coordination is developed that way. Then it involves strategic thinking and we dabble a lot into the material world through various art mediums. In dentistry, we are handling impression compounds, cement, saline, blood, all different mediums that we are handling. And in art, it is the same, like watercolor, acrylic, water. So basically, the medium, the clay, rubber base, it's like putty, that's like clay. That is how sculptors and people who work with clay develop their habit, and vice versa. When you are detailing, that even a class 2 filling you are doing, it's a big art. Agree? So if I take you into the flashback in during the college days, if you if you can analyze, all toppers, theory toppers, were not necessarily good at their handwork, and when they come to practice, I think the people who have the skill in the hand are doing much better than those who were theory toppers. So, you basically burn out if you are doing the same thing over and again. That is my perspective to art in dentistry. So when we create something, we create some art, shelling out our valuable time out of our super busy schedules that we are doing, we feel totally refreshed and exhilarated. Like this is one of my paintings which I had done after a very very difficult day. So these colors kind of play a very serene and a very refreshed kind of a feeling in the mind, and it allows us to actually explore our own, one more perspective of our own world, of our own emotions which we are unaware of, and it finally helps you relieve the stress. It takes the things off your mind, and finally it improves the quality of life because you are not that cranky and irritable, and helps you burn out, helps you prevent the burnout. Now I'll tell you a small incident here, a rather very funny incident. Once I had gifted one of my senior faculty one of my paintings, bright colored paintings. He then looked at it and told me, "Oh, I don't think so. While doing surgery, I ever had the time to paint or do anything." So I did not know whether I should take it as sarcasm or I should take it as appreciation or anything. But it turns out that, he was one of the cranky sorts. So that is what, if you're doing just one thing, you kind of burn out. Nobody has time to do anything. So if you're doing art alongside whatever it is, visual art, dancing, sport, or singing, performing art, do not get discouraged by such comments. Just keep doing what you like doing. Okay. So for me, being a surgeon, if I have to interconnect surgery, dentistry, and drawing, it is like making an incision. It's like drawing across the field of the skin, as Richard Selzer has pointed out. Because finally, there's some disturbance. Well, finally, it is one strong, sharp, bold incision on the skin. Same with the drawing, you cannot have rugged fingers. So your hand, the stability in your fingers is extremely important because It again involves the same muscles, small muscles that you are using to control your hand, fingers, and thumb. So the muscle has memory, right? And that stability, whether from surgery or from dentistry to art, and from art to dentistry, it percolates and it is so closely interconnected. So closely interconnected. And surgical technique, like any other motor skill, is finally a repetition. And it is constant incremental improvement, which is far more important than the natural talent. The day you do your first impaction or your first class 2 or first RC, repetitively when you do it, and now after 20 years or 10 years, you are much better at that. Similar is the thing with art as well. Extremely important is to give attention to detail, which is very important. You should know where to stop, you should know how to go back, and you should know what not to do. Similar principles are allowed. So basically, with dentistry, what happens is a perfect blend of skill, science, excuse me, and art. Because if you do not know, if you're not good at your handiwork, you cannot be good at dentistry, however good your theoretical knowledge is. And when I used to paint and draw right from my childhood. And I came to dentistry, I realized that there are so many dentists who are so good at visual arts, especially sculpting and painting and photography. Somehow I found so many of them, and that was the time when I thought that I would. I mean, that was the time when I conceptualized orthodontics. It took me a lot of effort to finally get it into existence, but it was my pleasure, and you know, very satisfying to have all the dentists display their artworks. So having said that, I would like I will take you through a walkthrough of these paintings which are there displayed on our website called www.artodontics.com. These are some extraordinarily talented dentists. I could not take the pictures of all the artists, but a few definitely I would like you to go through and realize the importance of art in dentistry, and also appreciate the number of artists which are there. Unfortunately, we could take only the visual art today, but we have many who are into performing art as well. So this is by Dr. Shishir Singh. And also, if you analyze any painting, the best part is you can even recognize the nature of a person through art. So a person who's doing only landscapes, nature is very close to that person's art. So, well, this is by Dr. Ambika Singh from California. So she is into a very intricate type of art and a very colorful sort of art. And again, very close to nature, connected to nature. Dr. Utsavi Shah, whose artworks are very spiritual in nature. And this is Dr. Amrita Gandhi from Hyderabad. And these are simple watercolor works, but you can see how watercolor can also give life to a paper. And the amount of detailing that you can see in the baby's blanket, you can definitely make out how good a dentist she will be if she can create such good art. She must be very good at cosmetic dentistry. This is the love for black and white by Dr. Samira Sheikh. She will talk about her own artworks, and photography by Dr. Adra. So what art gives us is basically what we value actually. Like I also value a lot of spirituality, and it also gets your inherent inner emotions out, and that too epistemically. So art is one of the most intense mode of individualism. It defines you, what you draw or what you do. It's not necessary that you have to be good at art. You can draw whatever you want. It's not necessary. This is by Dr. Ankita Deshmukh, who's an associate professor in periodontia in which college? MGM Dental College. She is now an orthodontist well known for her origami work. Look at the cleanliness in folding. So that's the work of a periodontist. Simple, intricate, yet in detail. Dr. Kalyani Trivedi, especially an acrylic artist. She's from Ahmedabad. She will also be talking about the color sense. What is dentistry about? It is line, texture, art, form, similar like art, line, texture, art, form, composition, everything the same. This is free flowing art colors by Rohita and from Sultanate of Oman.
Beautiful.
And these are super detailed artworks by Dr. Meena Shah from Surat. She is extremely good at her graphite work and pencil work. She's known, and especially this particular artwork is done with pencils. This is one of the most unique works done by Dr. Afsha Banu, again from Oman. And this is like she draws the artwork, and this is nail and string art. The nails are put on this is basically, uh, again, a lot of disturbance. Well, this is put on the either a mica or on canvas or whatever. An entire shading is done by only strings. Think one of the most unique artwork. Think how creative a dentist can be. This is Dr. Hema Sangani from Jamnagar, known for her most beautiful, intricate artwork. Again, close to nature, Dr. Hiral Chikhal. And this is Dr. Kalpesh De. He is known for his charcoal works. He's an endodontist. So he's definitely a go-to endodontist. If he can put so much life onto paper, he might be a very, very good endodontist, I must say that. You can see how to make these artworks and how to go ahead and the entire process. This workshop I had taken on our orthodontics Instagram. So you can go through it and learn the process of making this charcoal artworks on the Instagram handle of orthodontics. Photography by Dr. Ali Tunkiwala. So the composition, see here again, he's a prosthodontist. Composition is so important for him. Dr. Akash Akinwal's photography again, he's a wildlife photographer and amazing, amazing clicks of tigers. He is mad about tigers. He will be talking about his photographic skills as well. Now, these are my works. I'm also a lot into spirituality and I am a lot into this. I love these cave arts. Because maybe because I'm born and brought up in Aurangabad, Ellora and Ajanta caves, in the vicinity of Ellora Ajanta caves. I feel personally these caves, the stones have so many stories to tell us, generations together, generations together. And I have named these series as Whispering Stones. And I love getting that art onto the paper. This, the right hand side, this is by Dr. Udatta K. Though he is an oral surgeon by profession, but he loves prosthodontics, and that you can see from the way he does his clay work. He's very passionate about his clay work, and this owl, the sculpture is done by me. I am also a lot into sculpting. I love sculpting, and I've made this out of fiber. The entire process is like our denture making. You make it out of clay, just like we make out of wax. You cast it. You again cast it into fiber, just similar. So, towards the, as I'm culminating towards the end, I would just like to say you use your creativity to tap your innate power for your growth and your own healing, because art heals the healers. We are healing many other people, but there should be something to heal us as well. And that is my mission, vision, and values that we are imparting through orthodontics. We are also helping the Resource Crunch Society. So if there's any sale from our website, the sale of paintings and artworks from our website, we are helping the Resource Crunch Society through Rotary Club of Mumbai Kalakar. The proceedings go to Rotary Club of Mumbai Kalakar, and through that, like last year, we helped this one BSCS Hospital. I had donated instruments for cleft lip and palate surgery. They needed some imported instruments, so we had donated instruments through the sale of art. That is one big mission I have, that I want to help the poor people through the medium of art as well. So
That's very
I would like to say, just follow your dreams, come what may. And with that, I would like to introduce my fellow speakers. Let me stop sharing my screen.
That was a very good visual treat for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And with that, I would like to invite Dr. Samira Sheikh, Dr. Uh, one second, just give me a second. I'll shut down this PowerPoint. Yeah. Dr. Samira Sheikh, Dr. Kalyani Trivedi, and Dr. Akash Akinwar, our fellow orthodontists, without whom the platform would not have its own charm. So first, I would like to call in Dr. Samira Sheikh, who is a prosthodontist, and she's an associate with Dr. Anil Arora, very closely associated with FAMDENT. But then will come in Dr. Akash Akinwar, a periodontist, implantologist, and for me, more important, a wildlife photographer. And Dr. Kalyani Trivedi, orthodontist, all the way from Ahmedabad, and she would be joining us to talk about the color sense and the color theory. So first, I would invite Dr. Samira Sheikh. Oh, I think there's some problem with Dr. Samira. So maybe Dr. Akash can carry over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Akash. Samira is back. Samira, can we hear you? Over to you, Akash.
Yeah. So at the onset, let me thank IDA Mumbai, all the office bearers. I can see Afshan ma'am, ever smiling, beautiful lady, very active, dynamic. Thank you very much, ma'am, for being here.
Thank you.
And all the team, entire team of orthodontics. Special thanks to founder and CEO Dr. Vaishali Das ma'am for coming out with this beautiful idea of orthodontics. And as I read the tagline straight from the heart, that's very true, ma'am. Without putting heart, we cannot create any form of art. So whenever I see people shooting photographs, but they always complain that I can't shoot photographs like you. I always tell them, put your heart into photography and your photographs will turn out beautiful.
Right.
So before orthodontics came into my life, my identity was a dentist, periodontist, implantologist, but now I'm also orthodontist. So thank you very much for giving me that identity. And I always talk about photography, whether it's a mobile photography or DSLR photography, wildlife photography. Today, about wildlife photography, I must say that it has changed my life, ma'am. As we have been discussing, that art can change your life, art can change your mindset, art can change your way of living life. And it has changed my life like anything, because of photography I have been traveling to so many places. I have been meeting so many wonderful people, because I have never met bad people in wildlife, in forest. I always meet good people in forest, and I have learned so many things from them, how to live life, how to communicate with people. And that was the biggest benefit in my practice as well. And today I have plenty of friends all over country, out of country, who are associated with wildlife photography. So I wildlife photography has a big place in my heart and my life. And after that, yes, the most important part is photography in dentistry. As everyone knows, I am doing a lot of documentation. I'm trying to put my heart energy in my documentation. And as you have said, that dentistry is nothing but the art with science and skills. But I feel if you start documenting your work, you can take your practice, your work to the next level. That is what we have been witnessing in the life of so many students and practitioners who are documenting their work. And I will today on this platform urge each and every newcomer, that please start documenting your work from the first day of your practice. because it will take your practice to the next level. You can assess your work, you can evaluate your work through documentation. So I feel at one place, even documentation is a kind of artistic work, ma'am, because we
Yes.
have to think about what I want to document, how I want photographs, how I want to edit it, and the most important, how I want to present my case. Because every time I am doing third molar or implant or perio work, I cannot present my cases in the same manner. I need to present them in a different way. So as likely as you said rightly, that you need a lot of creativity in documentation as well as photography. So anyone on this platform who is hearing us today, if you want any kind of tips about wildlife photography or documentation, you are most welcome. You can connect with me on Insta, Facebook, or directly through any other platform. I'm always there to help you out, and it will be my pleasure. And I'm very sure that now orthodontics has started with a big bang. In future we will be having grand programs like huge exhibitions at some good places, and maybe some other artistic workshops or conferences like that. Let's have some art workshop by dentist, or art conference by dentist associated with IDA. As we know, IDA
Sure.
is a big so we can always have that, and I will be always there to help out, madam, at any way. Means through my full capacity, I will be always there to help you out.
Thank you,
That's
Dr. Akash. Thank you. In fact, we did have an exhibition at
Yeah, that I
Taj
know, that
Mahal
I know.
Palace
Yeah,
in 2019.
yeah,
That was a very big program, and we did have art workshops
yeah.
by all our orthodontics over there.
And
So,
one more point I wanted to add, ma'am. Whenever I am traveling for different workshops, I have been without fail. I have been adding this point of visiting forest, getting into some artwork, maybe painting or photography. And a lot of dentists are now pursuing photography, not general photography, but wildlife photography, birding, travel photography, and it is really changing their life. So I'm really happy that orthodontics platform has been created. It will definitely boost many dentists to come out and show their talents, or to pursue their hobby. So it's going to help a lot. Thank you very much for creating this platform.
thank you. Thank you
That's
for those kind
good.
words. Thank you, Dr. Akash. I'm definitely we will take it far ahead than where it is
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
Dr. Samira, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
There were a lot of technical problems, but
No issue.
finally
You
I
can
could
carry on.
connect.
Yeah, you can carry on.
First of all, hello everyone, and thank you, ma'am, for inviting me to this platform. It really feels honored. Regarding my journey into art, I have been always creative since my childhood, but I never took it seriously until I joined dentistry. So I used to enjoy doing preclinical work like teeth arrangement and teeth carvings. Even Das sir, you can ask Das sir about it. What I feel is, ma'am, clinical dentistry, it is not just about science, but a lot of art component is attached to it. And I, being a prosthodontist, I'm very passionate about creating great smiles for my patient, giving a lot of attention to form and beauty. My journey into painting, it actually just started recently, 4 years back. I enjoy doing a lot of soft pastel work. It's a very easy medium and handy to use, and you can get a lot of colors and easily blend it. And you don't need many tools also to use that medium. So I would advise everyone to just try doing some soft pastel work. I feel that there's a lot of things common in dentistry and painting, or be it any form of art. You need a lot of skills, practice attention to minute detailing to achieve your masterpiece, be it in dentistry or like in your painting or whatever you are doing. So, especially in cosmetic dentistry, I would like to share one interesting concept today, and that is about golden proportion or divine proportion. So, it is a mathematical formula that is known to be extremely pleasing to human eye. It's a ratio of 1.618, which is known as the golden ratio, and it is signified by the Greek term, Greek letter phi. So this ratio, it is found in all type of arts, architecture, music, and nature since many years. Since the Renaissance period, artists like Botticelli and Leonardo da Vinci, they have been using this golden ratio in sketching their paintings like Mona Lisa or the Birth of Venus. Even in like architecture, the architects, they use this ratio for designing their uh, architects. And the Great Pyramid of Giza, if you take the ratio of the length of one side of the base to the height, you will get the ratio of 1.5717, which is also close to the golden ratio. So, and this ratio, it is also observed in nature, in flower petals, in seashells, and sunflower seeds, and many more in galaxies. Even in human DNA, you will find the ratio. So, this holds good also in human body. This ratio, it is seen in human body also. So, various features of the human face also exhibit this divine proportion. And numerous studies, they have concluded that the faces with the facial features that exhibit golden ratio, they are supposed to be very highly attractive. So, for example, this ideal ratio from the top of the face to the chin versus your width of the face, it also shows 1.618. Another example is if the width of the nose is 1, then the width of the mouth is 1.618. So with age, the symmetry of the face tends to deviate from the ideal ratio. So the cosmetologists, they are restoring this proportion close to the golden proportion by using combination of treatments like both and fillers to rejuvenate the old features. Now let's talk about the perfect smile. So this ratio, this magical ratio, is seen over and over again in teeth as well as in mouth. Like for example, the central incisor is 1.618 larger than the lateral incisor, and the lateral incisor is again 1.618 larger than the medial half of the canine. I think this thing most of us knows, so I will not elaborate much. But that we have to keep in mind that this golden proportion, it acts as a mathematical tool in aesthetic dentistry for evaluating and designing beautiful smiles. And if the smile is made according to this golden proportion, it will look really very natural. I would not take much time, and I would just like to conclude by saying that all the dentists who are into clinical practice, I feel they have a bit of creative side which they should explore, and they should try and do some artwork. They should pursue it as a hobby, because definitely all dentists, I feel they are in some or the other way artists, but not all artists are dentists. So thank you, and thank you Vaishali ma'am for providing this platform of orthodontics to express our artwork, and like we are really exploring this side of this creative side through orthodontics platform. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
All my pleasure, Dr. Samira. Thank you so much for explaining the golden proportion really well. And yeah, can we move over to Dr. Kalyani, ma'am? Sharing her views. We can't hear you, ma'am. Yeah, we can't hear you. So till the time Dr. Kalyani comes into action again, let me just tell you that it was really some a forward thinking on IDA, I must say, on behalf of IDA, that It's really amazing that they took this thing into consideration. I've been trying to tell that since a very long time that it's high time it should be a part of you know of our conferences or some time. Maybe we can definitely have a workshop along with the idea. It was really very good thinking by the office bearers, and they could get it into reality. I think we are having little issues with Kalyani ma'am's video. Till then, we can proceed with the formalities, I guess.
Yeah. I thank all these guest speakers for their contribution towards the success of this program. There was so much to learn. You know how to focus yourself when you are doing all your artwork. There is so much you can learn. You can systematize your life and wonderful things. And definitely, it's a beautiful visual treats for others too. Thank you very much, Vaishali Madam, to get us to this platform.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kalyani ma'am, can we hear you? Can you talk something? We can hear.
Madam ready? Is
Is it?
Kalyani Madam ready to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
now
audible, but we can't see you properly. Yeah.
Yeah, I have joined through my mobile.
Huh.
Okay.
You're audible, ma'am. You can go ahead.
Yes. The thing is, as Vaishali has already said a lot about orthodontics and art in dentistry, I am again thanking the Indian Dental Association for thinking of this very unique idea and inviting us all to share our views. Not only that, it is very important, according to me, to know that there is an artist in every dentist. Every dental practitioner somehow or the other practices art. Correct? So when we think of medicine or any medical branch, we don't think of creativity or art. Generally, we think of scientific part of it. But we know that without art, there is the sciences not completed. We all, when we write our definitions of our specialties, maybe prosthodontics or orthodontics, we write as art and science of dentistry. So they go hand in hand, both, because whoever is there, even if you are not an artist, in the course of 4 to 5 years of your dental training, you tend to become an artist. We do understand proportion, we understand the color scheme, we understand a lot of things that an artist thinks like. I was told to talk more on the color matching and shade matching. So today's world, when we are talking or we are practicing more of cosmetic dentistry, this becomes a very important issue. As artists, our eyes are more trained to differentiate between shades. If we think of a white color, there are so many shades of white. It's not just one white. It could be creamy white, it could be milk white, it could be yellowish white, bluish white, whatever. And same is the shading in the tooth, enamel and dentin shading. So we have to, we don't actually select one shade. When we select a shade for a patient, we select 2 or 3 shades, or maybe we combine shades. So all that is very easy if you are an artist. Secondly, we are able to visualize the end result, and which is so important, especially for orthodontists, for oral surgeons, for cosmetic dentists. It's so important that you, if you are aware of an end result, or if you are, have an idea, your way or your journey towards that end result becomes very easy and predictable. Thirdly, I would like to say that we dexterity is there in our hands. So if you're an artist, there is a lot of controlled hand. If you're practicing art, maybe a sculptor, maybe a painter, whatever, but as an artist, you have a lot of control in your hand. makes your life much more easier. Proportion is one thing. Samira talked about it. Proportions we all understand faster than the others. Some other people, other dentist friends of ours, I don't say they are not lesser than the artist ones. They are equally good, but they have to take support from the scientific part. So they have to objectify the treatment plan and then make use of it. For somebody who has an artistic bent of mind, it is easy to understand the proportions and go towards it without much ado, because in clinical practice we hardly have any time for doing all the measurements and all. So life is easier as an artist. And I really appreciate the IDA's idea and Vaishali's idea. If this way, if we think of the other part of dentistry, not only the scientific part but artistic part as well, it will be a great help to all the dental students and all the aspiring dentists. And thank you very much for inviting me. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. So, thank you so much, Dr. Kalyani, for such a encouraging and also enlightening talk. I think, again, just my parting words, I would like to tell that dentistry is not that technique specific platform. As I said earlier, also, it is a perfect blend, a perfect recipe made out of little bit of jeera rai, that is little bit of skill, little bit of art, little bit of math, little bit of physics, and aesthetics as the most overpowering factor, where I feel maxillofacial surgery and dentistry, plastic surgeons are the two fields or the two faculties of medicine who understand the function and the beauty both, because they are basically the brothers of the same mother, that in World War II, because of which these two fields have been created basically. And the dentist who can balance this art and science will always be one of the best dentists. Just reading theoretical dentistry is not going to make a good dentist. The person with the art of the dentist will be one of the better dentists. Thank you so much. Thank you all office bearers once again.
Thank you very much. It was really wonderful listening to all the guest speakers. And there is so much to learn from artwork, which could be correlated with dentistry, like the color, the hue, the proportion, the size, the different angles of photography, and everything which you all spoke about is really correlated with dentistry, the eye and hand coordination, and how it is related with our nervous system. That's wonderful. And we are really happy to all of you with us on this platform. The Indian Dental Association Mumbai branch is glad to felicitate all of you by awarding the Certificate of Honor. I would like to present a Certificate of Honor to Dr. Vaishali Das. Congratulations, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Afshan, for your kind words and coordinating the program so beautifully.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And congratulations to you, Dr. Kalyani Trivedi, madam. Congratulations to you. I call upon Dr. Akash Akinwar to collect the trophy from us. Dr. Akash.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. I call upon Dr. Samira Sheikh, madam, to collect the trophy from us. Congratulations, Samira, madam.
I'm thanking on her behalf. She has left the studio.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam. Now, I humbly request Dr. Rajesh Gaikwad, our Honorary Secretary, dynamic person, to give the vote of thanks. Thank you very much, first of all, to allow us to have this program on IDA platform. Doctor, over to you, Dr. Rajesh.
You're not audible, Dr. Rajesh.
Dr. Rajesh can't hear. Sorry, Dr. Rajesh is trying.
Yeah. And
He's
any
trying.
program is never complete without thanking the audience who have been there, because
Yeah.
it's the audience who makes the crux of the entire program.
Right. Should we wait for Dr. Rajesh? Or should we conclude?
Uh,
He's supposed to give the vote of thanks.
Maybe he's trying to connect.
Yeah, he's trying to connect. Yes, Dr. Rajesh.
Am I audible now?
Yes,
Yes.
Dr. Rajesh.
Yeah. So actually, it was very nice presentation, and definitely this will be useful for many dentists. And this on behalf of IDA Mumbai Branch, I would like to thank Dr. Kalyani, Dr. Akasha Kumar, Dr. Samira Shah, and our own Dr. Vaishali Das for giving their valuable knowledge and different topics. That orthodontics, again, it will be useful for many students as well as dentists. And I'm again thankful to my president, Dr. Chivan Shetty, Dr. Ratin Das, CD convener, for organizing this such beautiful event, and Dr. Laherji for moderating this session beautifully. I will be thankful to my whole team of EC members and office bearers. Then again, I am thankful to Dr. Neil for his technical support, and that's all from my side. Afshan.
Yes. I really enjoyed the program. Thank you very much, Dr. Vaishali Madam, for organizing this. To conclude this lovely session, I would like to share my thoughts with you all. The love and passion for their creation, which may take days and nights for completion, can be summarized and reflected in the following couplet, which goes like this. सुबह के बुझते हुए तारों को पता है, सुबह के बुझते हुए तारों को पता है, किस किस का लहू शब के चिरागों में जला है. सुबह के बुझते हुए तारों को पता है, किस किस का लहू शब के चिरागों में जला है. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Afshan, Dr. Rajesh, Dr. Jeevan, and Dr. Das for organizing such an amazing program. It was really a pleasure and honor and privilege to be on the IDA platform. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.